Hi everyone and welcome to Cartoon Inspirations. I'm your host, Csandreas, and I'm going to take you through a world of cartoons that not only make us laugh, make us cry, but also inspire us to be better people and just do better things every single day. This week I have on the show my friend Ricky, who will help us out with understanding why Doug, Nickelodeon's Doug in fact, is one of the best shows on the planet and inspiring us to be awesome, amazing people and just get through life. Why is one of the most relatable shows on television, not today, but of yesteryear. Now, if you don't know Doug, let me give you a rundown. Doug is a 1991 animated series featuring an 11-year-old boy as he deals with life after moving to a new town. Created by Jim Jenkins, the show is novel because it dealt with a lot of common issues that we all deal with every single day, such as crushes, confidence, and fitting in. As such, I found it to be the perfect candidate for the first episode of Cartoon Inspirations. Personally, I find Doug to be one of the most relatable cartoons ever. I say that because I feel like Doug deals with issues that you deal with well into your adulthood. Like, yes, he was 11 years old, but he still dealt with major issues like having integrity and being honest and just being true to yourself. Like, Doug would always say,
"It's not a diary, it's a journal."
Thing is, a lot of kids his age would stop even writing in that thing at all if someone called it a diary. But he was like, no, it's a journal. I'm standing my ground, but I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to write in this thing because it gives me comfort. It helps me deal with the world, and it makes me happy. And that's something we all should be doing on a regular basis. Doug dealt with things like crushes. That's a big one for me. Like his crush on Penny Mayonnaise is probably one of the, I don't know, maybe the most epic crushes of all time. Because not only did he want the girl forever, but he also had the gall to actually try, something I could never do. But he did inspire me to give it a shot, and you know what? It didn't work out. But the thing is, he gave me the guts to try. He gave me the guts not to give up. Doug means a lot to all of us, and I'm not the only one. So let me send you guys over to my friend Ricky, who has a few words about how Doug, molded and shaped his life.
Doug was easily one of my favorite cartoons growing up. What made Doug such a great cartoon is that Doug was like a real person. Like, he didn't have to be animated. Like, Doug could have been like a real life live action show. Doug was one of the few cartoons I watched as a kid that I just really resonated with. Doug dealt with the things that I dealt with. I was an overthinker, and so was Doug, so I could figure out how to deal with my overthinking and how to problem solve. I was an awkward kid who didn't quite fit into school, and so was Doug. And I was a kid who liked to doodle and draw and try to figure out my problems through drawing, and so did Doug. It is just like a show that I loved because it was me. I am him, and he is me, and we are all together, cuckoo choo. Doug went through so many things that I went through, and that made me feel like I wasn't alone and I wasn't the only person who dealt with these kinds of things. Doug inspired me, like many people in the 90s, to keep a journal to this day. It's such a great exercise to, just write out your thoughts and get all the things that are in your headspace onto some paper. It's very therapeutic and I highly recommend it. I think my favorite episode of Doug is when he is nervous about eating liver and onions. He was going to someone's house and he was nervous about eating livers and onions, and that episode resonates so deeply with me because I am one of the pickiest eaters ever. So when this episode came out, I'm just like, yeah, that's me, yes! Doug really paved the way for other great Nicktoons like Hey Arnold or As Told by Ginger, shows that just so happened to be animated but were about real life and real kids, and they felt real and they were dealing with real issues, and I just thought that was so cool. And if anything else, I love Doug for the theme song.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Doug kept it real. For the record, guys, by the way, you should check out Ricky at his channel on Stew Dippin'. I'll put links in the description below. Go check him out. He's a really good guy. I promise. You can trust me. Anyway, just Doug kept it real. Like, he was self-conscious. He had confidence issues, and he overcame a lot of things. He also found out a lot about himself along the way. I remember one such issue was where Doug just had a big thing where he would always think the worst of the situation. Like, if something was going on, he'd be like, oh no, woe is me. And he always imagined like the bad part of it. And it just kind of showed you that like your worst case scenario, the one you come up in your head, is not necessarily reality. So let me just wrap this up with asking you guys, what cartoons inspire you? And what is your favorite moment from the show Doug? Now, keep in mind, this is all featuring the Doug from Nickelodeon, not the Disney's Doug. We'll get on that in another video at some point. Also give a special thank you to Ricky for showing up. Dude, I really appreciate everything you've done here. You inspired this and you inspired me every single day. So thanks for being you, and just keep up the good work, man. Guys, let's talk about it down below. Amber, use teleport. Also, if you can, if you please, give this video a thumbs up if you like it or think someone could learn from it.